So we're going to be going from dusty and crusty to lit and lovely. So if you want to see the style, then just keep on watching. Well, first and foremost, let me just say, hey sis, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. But today we're going to be doing this quick, very quick and simple crochet style. So what you're going to need is a mannequin head. You're going to need some Marley hair of your choice. I just got this because it was like $4 a pack. And I got it in a color 4. And you're going to need a crochet cap. Well, I got a wig cap that has the holes because I wanted it to be a bit more flexible because I was going to be pinning it in. And I needed it to move how I wanted it to move. So I got that. It was like $1. Just a cheap wig cap with holes in it. And you're going to need a crochet needle as well, which I forgot to show. And I got these rods just because I didn't really use them. But if you wanted to add like more of a curl to the end, use the rods. So I'm going to be cutting the hair in half because I do want it to look a little bit more natural. Like my hair is definitely not this long. So cutting it in half. And I am going to fringe out the ends because we did just cut the hair in half. So it does have kind of like a blunt end and we don't want that. So we're just going to fringe it out a little bit and then separate the other side, and you know, it looks more natural, like in comparison to like just the blunt end and that, it just looks much more natural. So what we're gonna do is literally just crochet the hair into the cap. I think everybody knows how to crochet by now, but you open a latch hook, you put the hair on, you close the latch hook, you pull it through, and then you knot it. It's really, really simple. But what I'm doing is trying to map out the half wig portion because technically this is like a half wig. So I am crocheting like around the perimeter of the half wig, and then I'll go back in after I do that and fill in the inside. But I wanted to kind of map out where the hair on the outside was going to be, so that's what I did, because I needed it I wanted to make sure it was going to be the right amount of hair and fit on the part correctly. So now I'm just going to go and crochet the inside off camera, literally just crocheting the hair and filling it up on the inside, but not making it too full because I still want it to look like a natural density. Okay, so after you're done, this is what it will look like, and it really does look like half of your hair, right? Like that's what I wanted it to do. So that's why we did the perimeter first and then went in and did the inside. So now we are going to braid the hair because I want it to look like a braid out. So literally just taking the hair, braiding it nice and tight. I'm not like combing the hair out or anything like that. I don't think that's necessary. I'm just trying to make sure that the ends are not super tight together because otherwise they won't crimp. Well, not crimp, but you know, take to like the braiding. So I'm just going to literally braid the braid. I'm trying to do it nice and tight so that it really forms that crimp that we want. So then normally when I do this, I don't use rollers, but I wanted, well, rods, but I wanted to show y'all that you could if you wanted to. I just think it's not really necessary because I just wrap the end of the hair around the braid itself, and that forms a curl on its own. So the rods are not necessary, but I got them just to show you that you could kind of do either or, and they really do end up looking the same. But now that I'm to the end, I'm gonna take the rod and just wrap the end around the rod, and I'll show you coming up that like you could literally just wrap the hair around the braid if you wanted to, and like I said, it ends up looking the exact same. So those rods was like $1. If you don't want to get them, you don't have to. Save yourself your dollar, sis. But yeah, now that we to the end, I just want to show you that literally I just wrap the hair around the end like so to make a curl, and it will stay because the hair is coarse, and you know, it'll stay. And it's literally, I leave it like that and I dip it like that, you know. Anyway, so off camera I did braid some hair onto a little rubber band because I'm gonna crochet that into the top of my hair later. But now it's time to dip the hair. Be careful with this hot water, sis. I'm doing the braids that's gonna go in the top of the head for like the, you know, half up half down portion. I'm dipping that first and literally just dipping the hair in and then putting it in something to dry it off and then laying it to the side. Same falls true for the mannequin head. Just be careful with this hot water, like it's hot, okay? And then yeah, then we're gonna let that dry overnight, and then the next day, this is how I have my hair parted off. Like the back portion, I'm literally just going to put a cap over it and put the half wig on, and then the top portion, I did some twists in the middle of my head, and that's where I'm going to crochet the hair into. I put it onto that bow so that way I could crimp everything at the same time so it has time to dry. So the next day I could just literally take it apart and then crochet it into my hair. So that's what the braid out is looking like. So I was just trying to make sure it was matching my hair color perfectly, and it did. Like I said, I got the number 4. So yeah, I'm just gonna crochet that in and fill it up until it's full enough. I didn't want it to be OD full, but I did want it to be full enough. And it was so much easier for me to like dip the hair and braid it and stuff while it wasn't on my head, and then put it in. But I was going to try to like leave my hair out too, but my braid pattern was just too tight in comparison to the other pattern. I mean, I did leave it out, but I kind of tucked it in with the hair, and it all blended nicely. But this is the half wig right here. The half crochet wig, like you definitely are able to take it off and put it back on. And I didn't cut the cap or anything. I'm gonna show you, like I literally put it on like that because I needed to keep the elastic in like the band of the wig cap. So what I'm doing is taking the excess and then pulling it over, and I'm pinning the hair more so into place, so it looks like it's literally coming directly out of my scalp because it is a part right there. So like I said, as you see, I'm taking the hair and I'm kind of pinning the hair down so it looks literally like, oh, I can see your hair growing out your scalp, cute, you know, that kind of vibe. But yeah, so I needed the elasticity to stay in the wig cap, so that's why I didn't want to cut it, and that's why I wanted to get a cap that was more flexible opposed to like the more stern crochet caps. But yeah, you see what I'm doing, literally taking the hair and pinning it in place so it looks like it is growing out of my scalp. And I'm just going to pin that all the way around, just at like the top portion, because it didn't really need to be pinned in the back. So that's what it's looking like. It looks nice and full. You can't see any gaps or anything like that. So now I am just going to pick it out and fluff it out and stuff, so it's full and beautiful. So for the front portion, I took out the twists that I had, not the ones that I crocheted the hair into, but the ones around it, and I'm just going to brush it up. Literally, like that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to brush it up and then put a rubber band on it. And you can wear it in a bun or you can wear it out in a ponytail like how I had. I like it best in a ponytail because it just looks so cute and girly. So yeah, that's literally all that I did. And then I'm going to put in the ponytail. And then I kind of did tuck my hair though, because my braid out, like it was kind of tighter than like the hair. So I kind of tucked it under, but because the hair was so like big, it was easy to disguise. And then I went in and I just cut any like excess pieces off that was just a little bit too long. So like you see, you could have wore it in a bun or you could wear it like this. You see, I'm just literally tucking my hair under, and that's that on that. And I'm gonna pick a little bit and call it a day. But I love how it looks like that. Oh yeah, I'm also going to fix my edges. Yeah, fix my edges, and then that's pretty much that on that. This is the final look. I love this so much, and what I love most about it is like you could take it off. It's like lowest key a wig. Well, you can't take out the top portion, but anyways, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and feel free to drop down in the comments if you have any questions. I will definitely get back to you. And subscribe if you're not already. Okay, enjoy the rest of your week, your weekend, whatever it may be. Peace and blessings.